So I've got a question for you. Let's just suppose that one day Jesus shows up at your house, knocks on the door, and says he'd like to stay with you for a couple of months. And you say, sure, come on in. And during the next 2 months, you have the opportunity to spend exactly 1 hour a day visiting with Jesus. That would be a cumulative, maybe not all at once, but roughly an hour each day. You have interactions and you have some conversations, and he tells you what he thinks, and you tell him what you think. And my question is, how do you think you would like that? What would that experience be like? Would you enjoy it? Would it be a spiritually uplifting experience? Do you think you would become a better person? Do you think you would like him? Do you think he would like you? What kind of person do you think he would be? And so this is the great mystery of godliness. This is the great mystery of godliness. How is Jesus? What kind of person is he? What kind of person would he be if he were in your life as a mortal? What kind of things would he say? Would he give you a big warm fuzzy all the time? Would he make you feel like you were awesome and loved and special and you're good as you are and all that? I think most people have an entirely inaccurate view of what kind of person Jesus is and what kind of person he would be if he were directly in your life. As it turns out, Jesus is not. If you're hoping for somebody who would be a very, very affirming, loving, kind, gentle person all the time, then that's probably the wrong person to go to. Because I don't think that that's how Jesus is. I think he is very, very loving, yes, very much so. I think he has a sense of humor. I think that he would be very fun to be around at times. But overall, I think you would find that you were very uncomfortable with him, and that you, in many times, you would think that he was a very, very critical, mean, nitpicky kind of a guy. In fact, you would probably hate him. I think that for probably 98% of professing Christians, roughly 98% of Christians, if not more, if they actually lived with Jesus for any length of time, they would very quickly decide that they really, really hate him. Because he would tell them in no uncertain terms, very, very bluntly, very clearly, very emphatically, how they're being dishonest, how they're being unfaithful, and how they are not living up to their potential. He would talk about how messed up they are in their thinking and their logic, and he would talk about how horribly evil and wicked they are. And most people really, really don't want to hear that. And so what happens is you're cruising through life, a lot of very religious people, they just adore their church leaders because their church leaders are such kind, loving, affirming, gentle, as it were, godly people. They think they're such godly people because they're so kind and loving and give everybody warm fuzzies, and they're very diplomatic in how they approach everything. And so as long as you're that kind of person, if you have the general authority glow and you're happy-go-lucky, lovey-dovey, affirming person, then they'll think that you're a great person. But as soon as you decide to be courageous and to actually speak the truth and to actually be honest and tell people what you really think, and to really get into the scriptures and discover what Jesus thinks and actually teach all that stuff, then very quickly all those people who a short time beforehand thought you were a great, wonderful, righteous person will think that you're a terrible person. and they're really not going to like you. And in many cases, they're going to want to kill you. And so this is a very, very important element of understanding the great mystery of godliness and understanding who and what and how Jesus is. What kind of person would he be, and what kind of person do you need to be? Now, I'm not saying that in order to be like Jesus, you need to go and be a big jerk and defend everybody, and ride roughshod everybody and be the bull in the china shop, as it were. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it's not what you have always thought, in most likely. And so one of the big reasons I bring that up is that when you encounter people in your life who have some criticism, who have feedback, who have ideas they'd like to share about how you can improve and how you might understand and live the gospel better, don't just knee-jerk reaction reject them just because you don't like what they're saying. Because in almost every case, those people who are more like Jesus than you are, who understand him better, and who see reality more clearly than you do, are going to appear to be not nice people. But in fact, these are the people that love you the most. They're the people that love you the most, who actually have the courage and the honesty to actually stand up and say what they really think in an effort to try to make your life better and to bring you closer to Jesus and to help you be truly happy, to bring the blessings into your life that you say you actually want.